Spirituality involves the transcendence of all experience, all thought, all imagery, memory, dreams, reflections, whatever. It's a complete erasure of the world that seems to be, of the material universe. All of us who are spiritual have these visions daily, weekly, nightly, sometimes every month or two, sometimes not a big one till 2 or 3 years later. But in that time, in the mid-range, we consolidate our sensory equipment to see that all that's coming at us from the world, from the material world, and it's other than sublime consciousness, is very dark and suspenseful. As a truly mystical being, we're going today to go to a place where we can see an erasure of the entire world forever. Whenever 30 million, 60 million of us are feeling the same thing, the world ends. We're all, as spiritual persons, aware that the idea that this will be my last life or I'll be enlightened and leave the world, that is utter cruelty, selfishness. How can that possibly be? Those of us who are visionary, mystical, spiritual, we know that we can't leave this. We have to end it for everyone. That's what enlightenment truly should represent. Nothing less, nothing other. We've had the visions, the dreams throughout our life. And the trauma has been that we know this should not be. The demonic possessions, the evil things that come at us and hurt people, the horrors of this world. And yet as an individual spiritual soul, we're inundated with the crimes of the present world throughout our evening prayers, aren't we? It's a horrible place. The point being that it need not be. There was my friend John Buckspace, a famous Zen master from Los Angeles. He had on his wall 60 years ago, I read it, it said, thousands of monks on hilltops everywhere. The wind blows through our mind. So I know when I spent time, like I did this morning, with friends I knew from Tibet or some lamas, I used to take out to steak dinners. And at a buddy's restaurant, we go in the back room, and of course they wouldn't drink, but they would just be so relaxed to be around people who are relaxed in their thought, their experience. There's no greed, there's no want, there's no blaming whatsoever. And this takes training. All of us have trained on our own, at home alone, haven't we? It's difficult, isn't it? We get hit 30 times worse than our friends and neighbors who think, isn't this grand out here? What a wonderful life. One day I'll make it. And we know that no such condition has ever existed. The only making it is transcending the entire world together with our friends, the holy ones, the kind ones, our mom, our babies, even our puppies. There's a place so wonderful, so good, so kind, so true, so eternal, and is transcendent of this whole world. When we have the stamina to wake early in the morning with that thought and none other, this seeming world, this seeming material universe will no longer have to be. It's a temptation. All temptation is sourced in one being, this thing called Satan, who actually exists as a subatomic particle in this hell. When you have these immense transcendent experiences of spirituality of God, the idea that this whole world and everything material doesn't really exist is, of course, because in every sense of spiritual experience, nothing of the horrors of this world, from the most subtle to the most grandiose, exists. We're happy and free without thought or time or place. It isness. And in that isness we can see as though we're looking out from God's eyes, because we are. We're God's appearance, once more and forever in this world that is a hell, and the demonic beings that keep it going, that are not spiritual. So I can do depossessions for all my life because I'm not moved by the crazy energy, and you just see it. We've all had experience of actually seeing Satan himself, or moments here or there, or behind people, and I'm saying when you're so in love with God, you look at horrors like that. And the temptations are around the clock, aren't they? And I'm saying when you stay in this place of Godness, the world doesn't touch us. We don't care about the world. Not that we don't care, it's a blip and no more. I like looking at it biblically when they said that Jesus would come again 2,000 years later, and during these days, and the world would end forever. And I like that. Don't you? Isn't it time? There's nothing wrong with us. We have the gifts, the powers, the presence, the energy, the time, the focus. And throughout the day and evening hours, they're coming at you with this news thing or that, or some ism or that ism, or someone has a heart attack or whatever. There's no heart attack in heaven. There's no pain or trauma. And the sense that this world and the universe is so big, and so I know it's nothingness. There are no physical things. When you feel transcendence, there's a beauty to it. Oh my God, it's beyond breathtaking in its beauty, but it's always there. But you're not breathing heavy over it, it just is. You can see many spiritual planes of beingness. You can see them all from time to time. You're God's presence. So everything that throws us off track is the not God. And there is a not God, but it's not God. The perception of this world, of pain, of trauma. I always, when I was very younger, thought, like, how could people blame God for anything? I was born feeling God 24 hours a day. I always didn't know what it was till I one day asked my buddy John, I said, what is meditation? And he said, close your eyes, Robert, and follow your breath. And I closed my eyes, and in that moment I had a knowledge of what I was experiencing all my life that was so different from everyone else. And then the conditioning of the world fell away, and on the way home, Temple University, leaving John's place, I told everyone on the way home I'm teaching meditation on Tuesday and Thursday night from 7 to 9 at my apartment, which was on a rooftop in a rough neighborhood in South Philly, and everyone came, and because I knew everything about God in that moment. And all of us who are spiritual, don't we already know everything about God? We've had these visions, and in between we're inundated by the temptation that the world exists, and it's a conscious beast coming at us all the time. I'm not taking that away from it, but that involves the conditioning. In other words, I'm saying when I was young I didn't know what I was feeling, and then the older you get, the more conditioning you get on you, and the more the world seems real, and time moves faster. But if you decondition yourself right now, in this timeless moment, there's only this openness. It has nothing to do with our body or time or even God. It's transcendent of the thought of God because it is God. And we're lost in it evermore, aren't we? Isn't it time? We have to each take on the entirety of it. We're not going anywhere. We're going to dispel the myth that a world ever was. And the sociopathic beings and the demonic ones come at you like, you know, you don't have to be moved. It's a powerful place. Yes, it is, boys and girls. It's a powerful place. And one day soon you'll see God. You'll experience God looking out from your eyes. We've all had this vision. Maybe it's 10 times in our life, once, 70, daily. And in between, all the horrors come at us, more than others. Because as long as the world seems to exist and hurts others, we're going to be here. We're not going anywhere. And there is no here and there's nowhere to go. It's all in perception, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with you. There's everything right with you. This simple openness that you feel is God. You don't have to go anywhere or do anything or think or work. Just know that God is with you and God will be with you every moment from this second on. God will be with you every moment from this moment forever. God is yours because you're God's. You gave yourself to this. To those in heaven, you are a great saint, a warrior. You'll show the way to everyone here, won't you? And God will be with us and guide us, and we'll live happily evermore. Because we are now happy evermore. We ended on behalf, say my mom listens on pain, and now she's transcendent, but still, because people are here, or her children, or grandchildren, or great-grandchildren, she still feels the pangs of that. And I'm saying, we can end this in our concentration, in our prayer, in our meditation, and not acknowledge it anymore. It'll be gone. Then my mom's pain will be gone forever. And your mom. And I lost kitten, or puppy, or children. We'll all be together in this heavenly paradise that we all feel as mystical beings. That's who's being spoken to, who've known the other side in vision, in prayer, in supplication. Meaning we humbly give ourselves to this on behalf of those that we love that are in pain. I'm going to throw something in here. My friend Susan George put together a gorgeous work of art called, a book called After Time. I wrote it, and it covers all these details of what was just spoken of in a very precise manner. Everything about the world, our life, our senses, how to relate to everything, how to, you'll know, and it just, there's a softness coming off it that you'll recognize when you see the truth. Because you are God's truth. You took on the horrors of this life out of what the Buddhists would call infinite compassion. Because you're decent, you're whole, you're refined, you're educated, you're capable, you're strong. There's nothing more powerful than these divine senses, which I mentioned my Tibetan friends, and I have others around the world that are made of a spiritual steel. You won't know who or what they are until you're involved in this work, and then they'll appear here and there. Some of us are not conditioned by the world and are here openly and freely. You still have to hide out and make like you're Robert or Jane or Susan or Mary or Kathleen or Greg. You have to go along with the program in order to communicate. And the courage of that act makes you as Jesus Christ, Gautama Buddha, the great ones, Melchizedek from the Bible, from the old book. All these wonderful souls will all be together in the great by and by. And for now, we quiet ourselves completely. Give this world nothing. You can do it. There's nothing wrong with you. There's everything right with you. You're made of spiritual steel. Nothing can hurt you. You stand up and look at the devil in the eye, and he will flee from you every time. The devil is more afraid of one faithful person than 1,000 blind believers. We have faith, which is the presence of God, which is forever, which is you. You're here on a holy mission. You will fulfill that mission. That's why we're here. Not because we're victims. We understand what victimhood is in this world, and we're going to clean it up in consciousness. And we'll all be together in the great by and by. Thank you for understanding this. He will be with us every moment. Nothing to fear. We will vanquish the enemy. And the pain of those we love will be gone. And those are true loves of life. We'll all be here in the great by and by. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Skolta.